Welcome to my channel Super Rare Coins. Today is best top 2 coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. The 10 new pence Elizabeth II 1968 coin holds a truly special place in British numismatic history. It was the first year this denomination was ever issued, making it a cornerstone of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage system. Long before the great changeover to decimal currency officially took place in February 1971, the Royal Mint began preparing the public for a completely new system of money. The 10 new pence coin was among the first of these decimal prototypes, struck and released into circulation in 1968, 3 years ahead of full decimalization. T symbolized Britain's step into a modern monetary age, where calculation and trade would become simpler and more logical. This coin thus stands as both a practical object of exchange and a powerful emblem of national transition. The obverse, front, of the 1968 10 new pence coin bears the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II created by sculptor Arnold Machin. OBERA Machin's effigy was introduced that same year, replacing Mary Gillick's earlier portrait used since 1953. It depicts the Queen facing right, crowned with the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara and wearing a serene, poised expression that captures both dignity and modern grace. Around the portrait runs the formal Latin legend, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FAD 1968, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. This wording upholds centuries of constitutional tradition, while the style of engraving reflects the fresh, refined aesthetic of the new decimal age. Machin's effigy, with its soft modeling and elegant realism, became one of the most admired royal portraits ever to appear on British coinage. The reverse, back, was designed by Christopher Ironside, one of Britain's most accomplished coin artists. T features a majestic lion passant guard ant crowned and walking left with its right forepaw raised. A centuries-old heraldic emblem of England, the lion's muscles and mane are carefully detailed, radiating power and nobility. Above the lion runs the inscription, New Pence, and below appears the denomination, 10. This design combined historic symbolism with crisp modern lettering, clearly communicating the new decimal value to a public still accustomed to shillings and pence. Ironside's artistry succeeded in bridging Britain's medieval heraldry with 20th-century modernism, giving the coin timeless national character. The composition of the 1968 10 new pence coin is cupro-nickel, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This alloy was chosen for its silver-white color, hardness, and resistance to wear and corrosion. Each coin weighs 11.31 grams, measures 28.50 millimeters in diameter, and has a milled edge for tactile distinction and anti-counterfeiting protection. These large, heavy coins were designed to be identical in size and weight to the pre-decimal 2 shilling florin coin, allowing them to circulate together during the transitional years before 1971. The decision ensured that vending machines and coinage systems could adapt, gradually minimizing public confusion. The Royal Mint, then located at Tower Hill, London, the production of the 1968 10 new pence marked the dawn of Britain's decimal coinage program. State-of-the-art minting presses produced tens of millions of coins with remarkable uniformity and luster. Each blank disc was cut, annealed, cleaned, and struck under heavy pressure between precision-engraved dies. Quality control was rigorous. Every batch was inspected for clarity of detail, perfect alignment, and accurate weight. The result was a handsome, bright coin that reflected the nation's technological and cultural progress in the late 1960s. The symbolism of the design is profoundly British. The crowned lion passant guard ant had appeared on the royal arms since the reign of King Richard I, Lionheart. In the 12th century, T represents bravery, monarchy, and the protective strength of England. Its placement beneath a crown on the coin reaffirmed the unity between sovereign and nation. Paired with Elizabeth II's youthful portrait on the obverse, the coin perfectly encapsulates the continuity of monarchy and state tradition, adapting to modern change. From a historical viewpoint, the introduction of the 1968 10 new pence coincided with a period of optimism and modernization. Britain was preparing to rationalize a currency system that had existed for over 1,000 years. Decimalization, officially completed on Decimal Day, 15 February 1971, was one of the most ambitious public reforms in modern British history. The 10 new pence coin, along with the 5 new pence, entered circulation early to help citizens become familiar with decimal values. In shops, banks, and households across the country, people handled this new coin and began to think of money in terms of tens and hundreds rather than 12s and 20s. Thus, the 1968 issue was not only a coin, but also an instrument of public education and national modernization. An appearance, freshly minted 1968 10 new pence coins gleamed with a silvery brightness and strong relief. Over time, circulation gave them a soft gray patina that accentuated the fine lines of the lion and the Queen's portrait. The coin's generous size gave it a satisfying weight in hand, making it one of the most visually impressive of all decimal denominations. Its large format would remain unchanged until 1992 when the Royal Mint reduced the 10p coin size to 24.5 mm for easier handling and economic efficiency. In mintage numbers, approximately 336 million pieces were struck for circulation in 1968, plus additional quantities for proof and specimen sets. The high mintage ensured that the coin became a common sight throughout the United Kingdom from London to the Scottish Highlands. Despite its abundance, the first-year issue holds enduring appeal among collectors because of its historical importance as the first decimal 10p ever made, and numismatic value. The 1968 10 new pence coin remains widely available, but quality makes a great difference. Circulated examples are worth face value, while brilliant uncirculated specimens command £1, £2, and proof versions from official 1968 Royal Mint sets can reach £5, £10, depending on condition. Collectors particularly prize coins showing full original mint luster and no contact marks as they represent the mint's technical excellence at the birth of the decimal era. From an artistic standpoint, both sides of the coin represent masterpieces of British medallic art. Mackin's obverse captures Elizabeth II in serene majesty. Youthful yet timeless Ironside's reverse embodies national pride and strength through the heraldic lion. Their combination forms a perfect dialogue between monarchy and nation, modern design and ancient symbol. The proportions of the lettering, the polished fields, and the fine reading along the edge make this coin one of the most aesthetically balanced pieces of 20th century British currency. The legacy of the 1968 10 new pence extends far beyond its monetary value. T stands as a tangible reminder of Britain's leap into the modern age, an age of decimal logic, efficiency, and innovation. Yet it preserves in its imagery the continuity of tradition and royal symbolism that define the British identity. For collectors, historians, and everyday citizens, the coin remains a milestone, the first in a long line of 10 pence pieces that would continue to circulate well into the 21st century. Next, the 10 pence Elizabeth II 1992 coin stands as one of the most significant issues in the modern history of British coinage. This coin marked a major turning point in the United Kingdom's decimal series because it was the first year of the reduced-size 10 pence coin, a major reform in the nation's monetary design. The decision to reduce the size and weight of the 10p coin in 1992 reflected a new era of technological efficiency, cost-saving, and public convenience, while earlier 10p coins from 1968 to 1991 were large silver-like coins the same size as the old florin. The 1992 issue introduced a smaller, more practical version for everyday circulation, aligning British coinage more closely with European standards and modern needs. The obverse front of the 1992 10 pence coin features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by the celebrated sculptor Raphael Maklauf, whose effigy had first appeared on British coins in 1985. This portrait depicts the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, an intricate crown decorated with diamonds, pearls, and floral emblems symbolizing the nations of the United Kingdom: roses for England, thistles for Scotland, shamrocks for Ireland, and leeks for Wales. The portrait presents a serene and dignified likeness of the monarch with her hair styled elegantly and the inscription, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD 1992. Surrounding her image, translated from Latin, it reads, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. This dignified effigy, with its deep relief and refined modeling, symbolized stability and continuity as the Royal Mint updated Britain's circulating coinage for a modern age. The reverse, back, of the coin was designed by the eminent artist Christopher Ironside, whose designs had graced all decimal coins since the system's introduction in 1971. The reverse shows a majestic crowned lion known as the lion passant guard ant walking to the left with its right forepaw raised. This heraldic lion, wearing a royal crown, has long symbolized the strength, authority, and unity of the British monarchy and the nation itself. Above the lion appears the simple legend, 10 pence, while the denomination 10 is displayed prominently below. Ironside's design retained the familiar imagery used since the introduction of decimal coinage, thus ensuring that even though the coin's size had changed, its identity remained unmistakably British. The technical specifications of the 1992 10 pence coin mark a clear departure from the earlier large format pieces. The new coin had a diameter of 24.5 mm compared to the previous 28.5 mm, a thickness of 1.85 mm, and a weight of 6.5 grams, making it nearly 43% lighter. The coin's composition remained cupro-nickel 75%, copper 25%, nickel, chosen for its durability and silvery appearance. The edge is milled, providing both tactile recognition for the visually impaired and protection against coin clipping. The smaller size made the new 10p coin easier to handle, more economical to produce, and compatible with the latest vending and coin handling machines of the early 1990s. The introduction of the smaller 10 pence coin in 1992 was part of a major modernization program by the Royal Mint, responding to public feedback and changing economic conditions. The large 10p coins, though admired for their elegant design, were cumbersome in everyday transactions after 2 decades of decimalization. Society had adapted to the new monetary system, and the need for such large denominations in coin form had diminished. Thus the Royal Mint decided to reduce both the 10p and the 50p coin to more convenient dimensions. The 1992 small 10p was introduced alongside the withdrawal of the older large coins, which ceased to be legal tender on June 30, 1999. The minting process for the 1992 issue took place at the modern Royal Mint facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, which had been fully operational since 1968. The production combined precision machinery and refined metal preparation, ensuring high-quality strikes with sharp detail and smooth fields. Millions of coins were produced for circulation, meeting the demand for the newly sized denomination. The brilliant uncirculated and proof versions struck for collectors displayed an even higher level of craftsmanship with mirrored surfaces, frosted reliefs, and precise edge milling, reflecting the Royal Mint's world-class reputation for quality and artistry. The symbolism of the crowned lion on the coin's reverse carries deep historical significance. The lion has been part of England's royal arms since the 12th century and has appeared on countless royal seals, coats of arms, and coins. It represents courage, sovereignty, and the enduring power of the crown. The inclusion of the crown above the lion reinforces the concept of monarchy as the protector of the realm, and the 1992 issue this symbol took on added meaning. It represented continuity in the midst of change as Britain redefined its currency while upholding its traditional identity. In appearance, the 1992 10p coin gleams with a silvery luster when freshly minted, though circulated. Examples soon develop a gentle gray patina that enhances the depth of the design. The reduction in size did not compromise the beauty of Ironside's lion. In fact, the compact format brought the relief closer together, giving the coin a more modern, balanced aesthetic. The design's clarity, the fine lettering, and the reflective surfaces made the 1992 issue one of the most visually pleasing coins in the decimal series, in mintage and rarity. The 1992 10p coin was produced in substantial numbers for circulation. An estimated 1,413,455,000 coins were struck, ensuring ample supply throughout the United Kingdom. However, collector interest remains strong for the proof and brilliant uncirculated BU examples issued in limited sets, which display superior quality and finish. The circulation coin itself is common, but as the first small-size 10p, it holds historical importance that elevates its desirability among decimal collectors. And numismatic value, circulated 1992 10p coins typically hold face value due to their large mintage, but pristine, uncirculated or proof examples can be worth between £1 to £5, depending on grade and presentation. For serious collectors, the 1992 issue is indispensable, as it marks a clear boundary between the large type and small type 10p coins in the decimal series. Proof coins, included in official Royal Mint sets, often feature deep mirrored fields and frosted devices that highlight the artistry of the design. From a historical and cultural perspective, the 1992 10p coin embodies Britain's evolution in currency and national identity. It came at a time when the country was redefining its place in the European and global economy, adopting efficiency and modernization while maintaining deep respect for tradition. The coin's small yet elegant form reflects the balance between old and new, a nation proud of its heritage yet unafraid to adapt to changing times. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.